this is a case. Normally, when you this whole thing started because I was asking private legal and waiting there for the judge if they're had a conflict of interest with me, that, and I would like some. They said no, and then I said, listen, I want it under oath so that I know that it's true, that it's for real, that it's true, you know. And they refused to do this, and so I asked again, and they said no, and I said, listen, I'm going to have to do this, otherwise I'm going to have to sue you. And they declined to help me out, so I sued them. And now there's nothing happening in this case. There's little happening in this case as well with Wagner, Faulkner, and Judd to get this remedy, to get my questions answered. Similarly with RKMC, their answers, when I get answers back from them, they sort of forge things. They sort of make forged statements using a notary that's questionable. So when I ask to comply with using a different notary, and to make the same statements with a different notary, they refuse to do that. So I'm assuming that, based on that, they have something to hide and are doing something wrong in their denial to accommodate my needs for the truth. So in both situations, there's essentially nothing coming back that negates. With RKMC, there's nothing coming back that's legitimately a notarized statement that comes back denying, that negates, refutes the facts that I'm stating are happening. And I'm going to show you a clip here asking for the defendants in this hearing today to verbally refute the allegations that I've made, which allegations that I make as facts, to refute these so that I understand that you are refuting these under proper oath, because in this courtroom it's under oath in this courtroom, and getting something notarized via Abby Jeezy is not going to happen here in this courtroom. So I want the statements refuted in this courtroom today. And here's what I asked for them. Now what?
Please leave a message and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Thanks for calling.
You may record your message at the tone. When you are finished, you may hang up or hold for more options.
Mark Solheim, this is Chris Rower. This is an upcoming meeting, motion for the motion to dismiss for summary judgment. Anyways, in the latest document I submitted, and please let me know if you didn't get it, but I'm asking for verbal negations or dispute the allegations that I submitted as facts in this case. I'm recording this to show the judge during the hearing that you've been properly asked to do this, so that we're having a little bit of dispute with Richard Allen about evidence, and I take my statements pretty strongly. So I need, if you're going to, I need proper statements verbally stated that dispute my allegations in the courtroom coming up here, so that we, and I'll use your efforts in saying and responding to this during the upcoming motion. I use this as weighing as part of my discussion in the upcoming meeting on Monday. Give me a call if you have any questions. 952-232-0612. Thank you.
Hello,
Richard, Dick Allen, this is Chris Roller.
Christopher Roller.
Hello, sir. I don't know if you got hopefully you got my latest submission, and there's been a little bit of disputes about the undisputed facts, and because
What did you send? Did you send me something new, Chris?
yeah, it's I submitted to the docket, sent via email. If you'd like the mail version, I can submit that too.
Hold it. I haven't received an email from you for a while. When did you do it?
Would have been approximately a week ago.
Okay, hang on a minute. Let me just see if I can't find it. Is this that document called Dear Clerk, I'm preparing, and then it's a affidavit of personal service, and
Yeah, it's in there.
Hang on. Statement of undisputed facts.
Well, there's a reply to your motion. That's what it's the reply to the motion.
Yeah, I see it now, Chris.
Okay. I just in there, I state that there's a dispute about the disputed facts, and I question the validity of the affidavits that you submit as evidence, and yet I say that those are just hearsay based on basically not oath statements. When Abby Jeezy is involved in these things, I'm alleging that there is something wrong with those statements. I'm not getting Mark Solheim to dispute any of these facts that you're doing. And that you're doing this because you're making reference to stuff that's been submitted as affidavits when in fact they're just hearsay. If it's not under oath, it's just hearsay. So I'm concerned about this.
Who is this Abby woman?
Abby Jeezy, I think, is a notary that is signing these things. And
Yeah, but who is she?
I've been asking you, who is she? Who is
Well,
signing?
you just told me you thought she was his wife. How do you know that?
I don't know that. I'm asking.
Well, then don't go around saying that.
Well, you don't answer my questions. I've been asking you who she is, and you don't answer my questions. So if you don't answer my questions, I'm just assuming that it's his wife.
It's too bad that you're making those assumptions. Well, I'll read your submission, and we'll respond accordingly. Like I said, let's communicate by email.
Who is Abby Jeezy? Instead of going through all this game that you're just playing right now, who is Abby Jeezy?
Like I said, you got some problems, send me emails, Chris, and I'll be happy to respond.
I'll need verbal statements.
This is Dick Allen. I'm sorry, Mr. Cole, but leave your number and I'll call you back, or 0 and answer my assistant, Sandy Welch. Thank you.
Dick, quick control again. I didn't quite get what I wanted to say, and that is that I'll need you to verbally, in the courtroom, dispute these undisputed facts that I've submitted in the reply. And I'll need to do it not as hearsay, not as somebody said this in this document. I'll need to actually state these things did not happen. All these about 10 things here I've stated. I'll be using this recording as in the submission at the upcoming hearing to let the judge know that I warned you to make sure that this happens because of the question mark of the validity of your affidavits, and you're the only one that's being able to do this. Mark Solheim is not able to make these questionable negations. Again, so I'll need you to essentially iterate with oath statements in the courtroom that all these allegations of undisputed facts that I've submitted in the reply, that they are not happening. that they haven't happened. Against Bosley, Alex Jeezy in the conciliation court case. Anyway, so I'm just trying to, in a friendly way, let you know that I would like you to do something that I ask for a change. Thank you, sir. Also, I made a statement in the reply to them so that they have it written and orally over the phone. Let them know that they need to make these statements. Now, since they had their time at the podium to give the statement, they did not give it. So this is the reason why I try to make it clear, understand the reason why I was doing this, because I believe that they're full of crap. And so by them not making statements, that indicates that any statements they're trying to make refuting these allegations are bogus. So this case will go forward because this motion for summary judgment will get denied because there has been no statements countering or refuting what I'm saying. So with that, what else? I would like discovery to continue so that I can get these questions answered. If they don't want to answer my questions, then we'll let's go to trial. And if they don't want to answer any of my questions, then we'll let the jury decide that by not answering these questions, it infers guilt. That's the reason why they don't deny these, refute these allegations, is because it would be a lie under oath, because I made the oath happen, which nobody can lie under oath anymore. And a jury would love to hear this, because if they can't dispute anything that I'm saying, the jury is going to go in my favor. And I predict that this will earn me over $10 million from each defendant. Normally, a motion for summary judgment occurs after discovery has been completed and it barely has been started. So, that's another reason why this thing should and will get will get denied. Is because I need discovery. And the judge asked for Wade and Faulkner and Judd to answer my questions. They refused to. They made a plea that somehow I've failed to serve, and I did. I served. Wade and Faulkner and Judd just can't answer the questions because it would be a lie. They've tried to answer the questions and they cannot do it. Only reason why RKMC is able to answer the questions is because they're using a relative of Alex Jeezy's to sign this, and that's not appropriate. If not, it may be attempted forgery of the truth in the legal system and perhaps a crime. Also, the deadline for dispositive motions, this motion here, the deadline was back in February, and so according to the scheduling order, this is not appropriate to be having this summary judgment. So I want to go through a list of undisputed facts. Wade and Faulkner and Judd, Dan Smith, and a number of attorneys there had a conflict of interest with me. I believe they were, and I state, I don't believe, I state, this is what's happened. They are talking to my opponents while talking to me, and that is a breach. That's a breach of fiduciary. That you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed. That's a conflict of interest. Wade and Faulkner and Judd got out of the way when I had to go against GE. They said, "Hey, we have GE too. We can't go with you, Chris." So they referred me to somebody else. If they're talking to my opponents while talking to me, they're supposed to get out of the way so that they can talk to me with a clear conscience. Dan Smith conspired with Alex Jeezy. and the judge Mark Bears to conspire the dismissal of a conciliation court case where I'm asking for a refund of my hair transplants, which didn't work. I mean, I'm a balding man, and they didn't work, and they guaranteed the transplants or the money back, and should have been a simple case, and that's why we're here today, because there was a conspiracy to end that case, end that judge, dismiss that case in a negative fashion, in a negative judgment, and I haven't even been able to use discovery with the Postal Service, but perhaps there was a conspiracy with the Postal Service to prevent me from getting my letter mailed with my universal stamp in a timely manner, which didn't go past the timeline, the deadline. Dan Smith and Wade and Fulton Joint and Prepaid Legal have conspired to kill Chris Roller. They've tried to kill my children. I have a bunch of children that I'd like to help. I'd like to defend them some sort, and they're trying to kill them. They're molesting, if not trying to molest them. That they try to kill me. And these things cause damage to my psyche. I mean, I can't talk about this stuff other than in the courtroom. If I talk about this outside the courtroom, they haul me away into a mental institution because they think that I'm wrong. So there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of there's emotional distress associated with what I'm doing, with what's happened to me here. So there is some detriments associated with their actions. As for RKMC and Alex Jeezy, again, I've asked for statements to be conducted that did not have Abby Jeezy involved, and I don't know whether that's his mother or sister or somebody, but you're not supposed to. It's not very cool to be having your relatives do this. And by the way, they deny my request to redo it with somebody else. I'm assuming, like anybody else, that they have something to hide and that they've done something wrong, perhaps illegally. What they're doing, it could be illegal. So I've asked. I'll show you that I have. I'll show you those. One second. I showed you the clip of this denial. Like, I mean, we're here to find out what's going on in discovery. We're here to find out the truth, and I can't even find out. They won't even tell me who Abby Jeezy is. I mean, this is the level of discovery that's going on here. I can't even get a simple question. This is the simplest thing in the world, is to ask about Abby Jeezy and who she is. And they won't answer the question. So, I mean, you can see that the frustration that I'm going through, trying to get some questions answered, and they do the run around, spin around. Hey, Judge, Roller's a troublemaker, get dismissed, you know. It's always complaining and never doing anything for the sake of discovery. To find out what's going on. That's what we're here in this trial for, is to find out what's going on. So if we dismiss all the forged affidavits that have been submitted, there's been no disputing my allegations. So with this. Again, RKMC, without this, RKMC, and they did not make the statements verbally here in the courtroom to deny my accusations, confirming what I'm saying is that this is bogus, that what they're doing is bogus. These affidavits they submitted are bogus, and I needed these statements reiterated here in the courtroom, and that means that Alex Jeezy did try to kill me, and he has tried to kill my children, has tried to molest them, has molested them, maybe even killed them, and killed some of his kids, tried to kill me, that Bosley tried to kill me when I was in the operating room. This is the day of the Amish school shooting on 2 October 2006. And this has caused a severe emotional distress upon me. And I would like compensation for this, for personal injury. I would like to end in a prayer to God, who's listening under the oath, that I would like this case to go to trial. I do know it's not going to get dismissed. That, dear God, this is not going to get dismissed. That that I will win at least $10 million from each defendant in this case. And thank you.